That was so hard. I mean, it was not that hard actually.
What?
But my legs are kind of... And that... Oh, fuck that.
If you're doing your first HYROX, this is the only video you will ever need to watch. I'm Mati, and almost 3 years ago, I quit professional swimming and started running marathons. I got injured many times along the way and failed twice at getting sub 3. And now I'm coaching others, helping them achieve their goals. But let's cut straight to the point. This past weekend, I did my first HYROX Doubles with my friend Amro that I met in college, where we used to swim, train, study, hang out together. And after the graduation, we kind of parted ways and we just got reunited for the HYROX Doubles. I think it's safe to say that the emotions after the race went down and my soreness also went down, so that's great. So I just wanted to share with you the experience, how it looked, and what you should probably know as a first timer. Because honestly, it was so much fun and I did not expect it to go this way.
Well, generally, very fun. Would I do it again? I don't know, maybe.
Next week, Werner.
If Amro like puts me on this shit, then I'll probably do it. Maybe next year.
We signed up for the race around November. So basically I only had 2 months to prep, and considering the fact that I was just recovering from an injury, I had to be really careful with my running volume. So I think the highest volume I did was 30 kilometers, which is not optimal, but I was really excited that I managed to do this entire build without injuries. But the good thing that HYROX forced me to do was strength training and endurance. So outside of running, I did a lot of engine work, a lot of boring, long ski erg workouts, rowing workouts, and then of course, all the stations in HYROX require some kind of cardio in it. So burpees, lots of lunges, sled pull, sled push, that's all basically cardio. So that was great, and it also forced me to kind of strength train, which I was kind of lacking before, because if you didn't know this, strength training does reduce the risk of injuries and it makes you a better runner, or in this case, a better HYROX athlete. I think that was the main point, just staying consistent, being careful with the mileage and balancing strength training with cardio, with running and all of the moving parts. I ran 3 times a week and I strength trained around 3 times a week, and I had 1 rest day. So I think it's a pretty reasonable split. But you have to remember that I didn't have any other responsibilities outside of that. So I had a lot of time to train, but I also didn't spend that much time training. And even if I did train more, there's always your partner doing this with you. So you have to rely on them also. I was the faster runner. He was a stronger athlete, so we really had to work together, and I think that's the most beautiful thing, because it really teaches you how to cooperate and how to listen to each other. So I think the communication during the race was great, and that's what helped us also get this time, and the HYROX went well. Everything started on Friday when my friend came to Milan. We had a really great time at home with friends. We did a little dinner night. I cooked. Of course, we have 0 footage from that day. And then on Saturday, we drove to Turin. It's about an hour and a half away from Milan, where the HYROX was happening. We arrived to Torino, finally, after a long 1.5 hour drive. We finally arrived. This is Amro. This is my training partner and partner for the HYROX. Behind us, there's a police coming. And we're gonna go check out the venue now and then check into our Airbnb and then explore Torino a bit and meet our friends for dinner and yeah, just have fun. We arrived at HYROX Torino. Behind us is the venue. Amro looks ready.
I'm in fucking jeans.
I'm ready. This is our race fit. Now we're gonna go check out the venue. I think now there's women's pros going on, so we will see how it looks, how the venue looks like, and get ready for tomorrow. Ash, how do you feel before the race?
Go!
Amro, how do you feel?
Excited.
I just realized that HYROX stands for Hybrid Rockstar, which is really terrible.
It's really bad.
We saw how everything is organized, and honestly, I was really surprised by the way the whole HYROX is set up, because it was my first time seeing this thing in real life, and just actually realizing how big this is was kind of overwhelming, but also exciting. Just walking around the expo, or let's say the whole rock zone and the whole course, was really, really exciting. And seeing other people crushing it and just being in so much pain, being in the pain cave, was really motivating for me. As weird as it sounds, it was really, really fun to watch, and I was getting really pumped for the next day, and so did my friend. So we went through all the stations. My girlfriend Ash was also with us. She's the cameraman, or should I say camera woman. We went through all the stations, told her the plan. We discussed the strategy of how we're gonna split the race.
What the dog doing?
And then we went back to the city, had a dinner night with friends. Of course, again, no footage, so no proof that it happened, but it did. And then we got to our Airbnb, and then the next day was the race day. Good morning. It is February 1st, the day of the HYROX, and we are just packing right now in our Airbnb. It's 7 a.m. and after that we're putting stuff in our car and getting ready for the race. So we're gonna go get some coffee and probably a croissant or eat something, and then go to the venue and race. We got to the arena, the HYROX arena, hybrid rockstar arena. The beautiful day, the clear skies. Torino weather is awesome. Torino is probably my favorite city in Italy so far, even though we live in Milan. You cannot see, but the mountains are behind the buildings and they look fucking perfect. Maybe you can see a bit through like this arch there, look. Just the sun is perfect. The sun is great. The arena is here. It's cold, it's actually freezing, but we're gonna get warmed up.
2 seconds ago.
It's perfect weather. It's perfect weather for the race. It's going to be a great day. We're gonna crush it. Amro is ready. Go Gators on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Gators. Right over left. Always. And
Once a gator, always a gator.
once a Gator, always a Gator. And this is gonna be great. The atmosphere was great. A lot of people getting ready, warming up. So we picked up our bibs and then went to the changing room and then started warming up before the race. Ash was with us at all time, and then we had to separate because we got into the athlete zone. In the entire warm-up zone, we tried all the equipment. We worked on our switches because that was the first time we could do that. And honestly, the vibes were great. And I was just getting so pumped to start and to finally get on the course. And it did not disappoint. We took off really fast. I think our first split for the first run was 3:30, which should be a kilometer, but I doubt it was a kilometer because that was a pretty fast pace. Then the ski erg went great. We split it by 125 meters. The rock zone was extremely long. We had to run through all the ski ergs and then back to the out station and then back on the course. The course was 2 and a bit loops every time, and then getting to the station, doing the station, and then going back to the out gate. That was pretty long because when I split my watch after ski erg, I think it took us 1 minute and 20 to get out of the rock zone. So you can only imagine how long that was. I think our total time in the rock zone was around 5:30. So is it a lot? Is it not? I don't know. That was my first time doing HYROX, but let me tell you more in the post-race interview. Now, back to the race. So we got out in a big pack of people from our heat, 9-10, and people started sprinting, and we also were pretty fast. I was like, guys, we have to.
You kind of move on with the movement of the wave. Like, you know, people are fucking sprinting. You have to sprint.
It's like in the marathon, like everyone gets like so excited at the beginning, and then you're like, oh fuck, I'm 30 seconds faster than the pace. But here, so I was like, we have to slow down, but we kind of felt good. So we were like, I was trying to slow down, but I felt like obligated to sprint with Abra.
and then we got to the skier kind of in the middle of our pack, but then we left second, I think we left like second. We like fucking overtook everyone on the skier, and then like the sled push, I fucking did the first rep, and I was like, fuck.
You surprised me.
Yeah, because
for you to see switch.
Because I was like,
just kept going.
Because I was like, okay, I feel pretty good. So I was like, I will let you rest for the fucking run because
my run is
we sprinted the first, so I started all the stations.
We tried to let you finish all the stations. Sometimes it didn't work out, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, but overall, I think we did a really good job with like switches and sprint and
transitions were fast.
Transitions were pretty good. Yeah, on the lunges, my hat fucking came off, but that was fine.
No, I think everything we had, like strategy-wise, we didn't do, except burpees and row.
No, but the strategy,
like,
the row we did good.
Like sled, both of us wanted to keep going, even though we said half and half.
Yeah.
Ski, we decided 100 meters from the start. We did 100 meters. Row, we said 250, 500, 250. That was easy.
Yeah.
Burpees every five.
Because we were on the row and people were like, and we were like,
on the row it was funny. You'd look at the two people next to you. They're holding 140, between 140 and 145 pace. Strokes per minute, 41, 39. I'm there, fucking 21 strokes per minute, breathing, 140, holding next to them. Like, why would you?
Yeah, no, we were pretty good.
We're on the same speed.
Yeah, and then the burpees were actually not bad.
Yeah, burpees were actually
after burpees, like row was rest, row was chill.
It was lunges was probably the worst station.
Lunges were like, it was not that hard. It was just long. It was like fucking. I saw the end of the station. I was like, I was like, I did 20 reps, and you were like still in the half of the thing. But we still did pretty good on the lunges.
Wobbles were very fast.
Wobbles, yeah.
Like, I thought we would be there for longer.
Yeah, our wobbles were fine, and then what else? Oh, the farmers carries were so easy.
Yeah,
we did four laps, and I did one, then Amro did two, and I did one, and then we started running. So it was good because I did it after the run. He rested, but I had to jog after you.
Yeah,
you were running. I had to jog after. I was like, dude, I want to rest, and you were like.
You see the Japanese turn? I fucking hold the farmer carry.
Yeah.
Fuck my blisters. I can't walk.
Amro got blisters.
Yeah, really.
I'm like starting to cramp on my quad. Like if I squat, I'm like.
Everything hurts.
But
I got the worst calf cramps throughout the run. I was running on my heels the last lap, and this motherfucker was just sprinting. He's like, last one, come on, man. Gators don't quit.
Gators don't quit.
Leave me alone. Just let me rest.
No, but it was good. It was good. But it got a bit easier every time. Every station it got easier.
After burpees,
it was pretty chill because on the row you're chilling and then. Oh yeah. It was fun. It was fun as fuck. Okay, yeah, we went 103.34, I think, or 103.31, yeah. So I think that's pretty
15 kilo lose, 5 kilo gains.
Pretty good. That's pretty good for a first time, I think. I mean, the goal was sub 1, but I will take that. I'm not familiar with HYROX, so I don't know how like the rocks zone, which is like the transition zone between stations, how they are on different courses. Maybe there are faster courses, because this one was freaking long.
Took us like over a minute.
Yeah, like I forgot to put the lap, but then like, so I clicked the lap after skier. So we had to go all the way through all the skiers, go back, go to the out gate, and that was 1 minute 10 seconds from the time we finished skier to the time we started running.
Yeah, it's
so
like a 200-meter run.
So it was like 110 plus the run, 430. So like then it turns out that your 1K run is like almost 6 minutes. So
Really good.
if there are shorter races, like shorter rock zones somewhere, then you can definitely probably go a minute or two faster just by picking a faster course. But it was still fun. It was still fun. We have to wait now to see if we won something. Overall experience, great.
We saw 7 people crash into each other and fall. That was fun. Because people are drinking water and shit is spilling on the floor, and the floor is slippery. Every time people are coming from out, because it's a tight corner, slip, and then around the corners it's very tight, and people want to stay close because it's shorter.
But then it's a sharp turn, so
Yeah,
it's like, also this is like slippery.
Yeah,
like,
I saw 4 or 5 people fucking kick other people and just fell down.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Well, generally, very fun. Would I do it again? I don't know. Maybe
Next week, Vienna.
If Amro like puts me on this shit, then I'll probably do it. Maybe next year.
Random DM. Yo, HYROX Bologna, April.
Maybe. Warsaw would be great. Warsaw is actually cool because and the stadium, like a huge stadium.
Well, also, I need to move based on my swimming.
Yeah. So maybe next year. But
Not a retired athlete like this guy.
that was fun. My camera is gonna die soon, so this is probably the last video. Guys, let me know if you wanna see me do another HYROX, maybe singles. I don't know if I would do it again, but next run, 5K. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and comment s'appelle? Keep grinding.